Alright guys, hope you're all doing well, hope you're all keeping safe. Now apologies for the late upload yesterday. As you might have seen from my community posts as of today, I'm having some real kind of internet issues which I hope will be resolved shortly. So you're just going to have to bear with me if my videos either don't go up or they go up late. Now yesterday with title update 12.1, that went live and we jumped in for a bit to check out, and I obviously posted a video on that yesterday, so if you haven't seen that, please go check that one out. Well, following that video, I completed the project that's part of this apparel event, and I got these two rewards, which as far as a backpack trophy goes, that one's pretty cool, but like I've said before, I'm not really interested in backpack trophies. You know, for me, I just want the full apparel outfits, you know, the things that you can see the most of. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about the projects and other things that we got from the Resident Evil crossover event, give my impressions and give some feedback. I encourage you to leave your own thoughts in the comments down below. Drop a like and subscribe to stay up to date with all of the videos, and let's begin. I can't believe I'm saying this, guys, but I really wish we had this repurposed Kenley College as part of this event. Now, before title update 12.1 dropped, you would have heard me say in a couple of videos that I'm actually not that bothered about having this part of the event scrapped, but how wrong am I? Obviously, when I said that probably about a week ago, I didn't have all the information that I do now. So what's made me change my mind? Well, after logging in yesterday and seeing the projects, I'm disappointed. I've never been a huge fan of the projects anyway. I've barely done any of them, if I'm being completely honest. They're a bit like bounties for me, actually, outside of the manhunt. I just don't really do them at all. I don't really see any value in doing them either. Is that the same for you guys? Let me know in the comments down below. How many of you guys are doing projects and doing bounties on a daily basis? Maybe I'll put a poll out and see what you guys have to say. So, you know, turn on notifications for that one. That'll probably come out soon. My main issue with the projects as part of this event are they're like, what, 10 minutes of playtime and then you're done. I wanted to wait until today's project to see if that was any different from yesterday's, but it's not. It's free, easy tasks. That's all that's needed. So yesterday it was free bounties, resupply friendly control points with 100 resources, and then emote near 3 other agents. Today I thought maybe it might be a bit more difficult, but it's not. In fact, it's probably even easier, requiring the completion of 3 summit floors, resupplying a control point with 100 resources, and then emoting near 3 other agents again. I mean, the emoting is so easy. You just go to the base of operations, or you even just go to the New York Haven. Yeah, that's what it's called. New York Haven, and just do it there. It's really easy. The other stuff, as you can see, is just ridiculously easy. So that's it. And with that, you get 2 random apparel items. I believe you get 1 backpack trophy and 1 patch. And as you saw at the start of the video yesterday, I got this backpack trophy, which, as I said, I think it does look cool in terms of backpack trophies, but it's just really not for me. So for most people, you know, you can jump in and it's easy to complete these projects within 10 minutes, and that's it. Now, it's clear this is intentional from the devs, and I presume that's because they want to make it easy for everyone to get all of the new things, you know, that's part of this crossover apparel event, and you know, that makes sense. But I just wish there was way more to it than just, you know, 3 easy steps. And this goes back to me changing my mind about Kenley College, because I bet had we had this repurposed Kenley College event, not only would we have had some a little bit new, but it would have included more substantial steps. So instead of playing for like 10 minutes and grabbing some things from stuff we've been doing for so long, you would have had to play for probably a bit longer in something that's probably new. And what I imagine it would have been is Kenley College would have turned into a horde type mode with reanimated NPCs. That's what I suspect it would have been. It would have had some replayability compared to what we've got now, and really that's kind of what we're missing, right? And I think for me that's what I'm missing, a good reason to play for longer than 10 minutes per day. And I think that a repurposed Kenley College would have offered that, especially now knowing what the projects are giving us, which is basically nothing at all. So yeah, the project requirements for me, they're really underwhelming. The other thing I'm not too happy about either is the apparel cash key system, and that might be my fault, and I'll explain why. I was expecting something a little more than just grind 4 levels to get 1 cash key. I don't know why I expected more, to be honest, guys. I've gone back through what the devs have posted and stuff, and there's nothing on there to say that, there's no material there that says that we're going to get some new mechanic involved, in the acquisition of keys. So I've obviously set my expectations too high, and so maybe that's just my fault. But I guess I thought that because we're having this crossover event with Resident Evil, there might have been somewhat more than just the same system that's being used for other apparel events, especially when you consider that they took out the Kenley College side of things. I thought there might just be somewhat there, just somewhat more than, grinding 4 levels to get those cash keys. With that said, it would have been great to do somewhat more than just chase levels. I guess the devs want to make this stuff accessible to everyone to get, but I don't know. I just wanted more. Some of you will likely feel different about this than me, I'm sure, and that's fine, of course. Some of you may even feel that 4 shade levels per key is too much. I know I've seen that argument before, taking 82 levels to get all the 21 apparel items. To me, I don't think that's too much at all. I think 4 shade levels a day, basically, isn't that much. Well, actually, it's 2 weeks, isn't it? So you're looking at more like, you're looking at, what, 8 levels a day or something like that. I'm not going to do the math in this video, but you're looking at something like that, 8 levels in a day, which doesn't take long at all, really. So yeah, again, I think I've set my expectations too high, and I always do that, right? I've got a habit of doing that with this game, is setting my expectations too high and then being disappointed. And I think this is a clear case of that. The next thing I just wish the devs could have done better on is the weapon skins. So in yesterday's video, I was looking through them, and there was some that I thought looked really, really cool. If you did check out my video yesterday, you would have seen that. So Crimson and Corporate in particular, I think they both looked really cool. What I didn't realise until after that video was these weapon skins are not universal, meaning you cannot use them on anything but the weapons displayed. So, for the scratch pad here, as you can see, this is only available on the Disarus special weapon. And this actually applies to all the weapon skins within this apparel event. And I believe, and someone can confirm or deny this in the comments down below as well, but I think the weapon skins only apply to certain variations of that weapon as well. So the corporate skin, which is for the police M4, I don't believe it works on the named variant, the Pyromaniac. I don't have it yet. Which is why I use the scratch pad, which I do have as an example here, but I don't actually have like the corporate or the crimson or whatever, so I can't confirm that, but I'm sure I read that somewhere. If I can find out where I read that from someone, then I'll post it on here. But I've looked before making this video, before writing this script for this video, and I couldn't find it. So I guess either way though, I'm still pretty disappointed these are not universal, because now it means I will likely never see use from these skins myself, as I never use the Police M4 and any of the other weapons in this apparel event, right? It's not like they're part of popular weapons. If it was like a classic M1A skin, I still wouldn't have liked the system, but I certainly would have grinded for that, because a classic M1A is a weapon that I would say universally a lot of people are still using, along with some of the other more kind of popular weapons. And it doesn't make much sense to me either, because now I'm not as invested into trying to collect these anymore. I'm actually less engaged now that I know that these skins are not universal and they only apply to certain weapons that, like I said, that I would say that the weapons for this particular event, the weapon skins here and the weapons being used are probably some weapons that a lot of people are not using, right? They're not meta weapons at all. So I did think, and I thought it might be a kind of a monetary thing, selling it or some way around it, but that wouldn't make any sense either, right? If players are unable to collect them from this event, for whatever reason, I suspect more players would have been inclined to purchase these skins from the store if they were universal, as I suspect a lot of players like me have not got interest in these skins that are exclusive to the weapons that they're never going to use, because they're not meta weapons, right? These are weapons that people aren't really using all that much. A shotgun in there, we got the SMG, which is an SMG that no one really ever uses, and we got a police M4. Again, it's just it's just not a meta weapon at all. And even if it is, people are using like the Pyromaniac in certain builds, you know, that I don't believe is a skin you can get for the Pyromaniac. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me to make them exclusive to weapons. It makes sense generally to have exclusive weapon skins, that's fine. But when it comes to an event like this, where there, you know, the devs obviously want you to log in every day, right? And that's how you get these daily projects completed. And they also want you to interact with the content, right? They want you to get these cache keys. But people are going to be less inclined to get them if the skins involved are just not skins they're ever going to want to use. And also, if they don't, then they're not going to want to buy them, because again, they're not on weapons people want to use. Just make them universal. And I think more people, me certainly, I'd be way more invested in actually trying to grind this stuff out. And as I said, for those people who do like to spend money on stuff, I'm not one of those people, but for people who do, I guarantee you, if they were universal and they liked them enough, they would buy them. But as they are right now, I just don't think that's going to happen. Bit of a negative one today, guys. Now, what I will say, and to end on a positive note, and something that I'm going to kind of cover in a separate video, is it appears the 4K 60 FPS update people are really loving right now. And we're going to go over that in another video. In terms of the optimization stuff, for the most part, from what I've seen, people are pretty happy with the changes that have been made. So again, I'm going to cover that in a separate video. Sorry it wasn't a more positive video, but, you know, guys, I'm just being honest with you. If I don't think something's working, or I think something's maybe underperforming, or it just doesn't meet expectations, I'm going to say so. And I think that this apparel event is one of those. What I will say is the apparel itself, I do like. Is it the best apparel we've ever had? I wouldn't say so, but I do like the 2 masks that we can get. I do think they're top tier. So that's really, really good. As I said before, I will cover this stuff in maybe a separate video, but the optimization stuff, 4K stuff, that will come in a later video, probably tomorrow. So that's it for this one, guys. Thanks very much for watching. If you did enjoy it and you've stuck around all the way to the end and you haven't dropped a like, then please do. It does support me, and it supports the video and gets it out there. You know, YouTube doesn't always push these videos out, and if I'm going to want to reach a bigger audience, then that's the way to help me do that. But that's it. Thanks very much for watching. Until the next one, Epic out.